Skyrim's vanilla companion faction questline railroads the player into a certain direction with no choices or opportunities for role-playing specific characters. Consequently, I have avoided the questline throughout the 11 years that I've been playing Skyrim. When I meet Ayla or Vilkas near Whiterun, I always choose this response.
I'm here with my shield brothers. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Well, nobody asked you. If you think you're better than we are, go talk to Codlac Whitemane. See what a warrior of true metal is like.
Hello?
What have you been up to?
But the amazing Skyrim modding community has now gotten me to play the Companion's questline at last. At Your Own Pace by Gothos25 tweaks the existing faction questline by adding new roleplay options and Radiant quest requirements. So what does this mod add to the questline? The Companion's questline only has 6 story quests. In between each story quest, the player is expected to work on 1 or 2 Radiant quests. At Your Own Pace enforces more Radiant quests before you can do the story missions. 40 Radiant quests are required by default, but this can be changed in an MCM menu. Doing the required number of Radiant quests gives you the option to start the next story mission. The mod also adds alternate ways to do the storyline, that is, new dialogue options, more role-playing opportunities, and new choices. Now, whenever I read about mods adding more Radiant quests, I get annoyed. But in my practice runs, I was fine with doing 20 odd Radiant quests as my character joined the Companions at level 1. Doing them gave my character ample time to build up his skills and develop his attributes. For me, the greatest value of At Your Own Pace is the additional role-playing options. We will showcase all of them. So let's get started then. Say hello to Jorrvaskr, who has arrived at Skyrim from High Rock. The imposing walls of Whiterun are a welcoming sight. It has been a long journey and he is here at last. He is here to join the Great Companions Guild in Skyrim. He has read about their ancient history and how the guild carries on the tradition of the 500 Companions of Ysgramor. He wants to be a part of that history. Jorrvaskr has also heard about Codlac Whitemane, a well-respected harbinger of the Companions, and wants to learn from him. The thought of being part of an ancient guild is exciting as well as daunting, but he is determined to work hard and progress if accepted. Here is the build information. You may pause the video to understand the character build and goals. As you can see, Jorrvaskr is a highly specialized sword and board warrior character. He has apprentice level training in conjuration and restoration. He won't use alchemy, but will focus on enchanting and smithing. No destruction magic will be used. I will skip the part where Jorrvaskr completes Take Up Arms, the first story quest, where we join the faction and meet the Companions. All of that is vanilla, so I won't bore you with that. Now, the Companions questline starts very well, and Jorrvaskr genuinely feels like an established guild hall, with each NPC having a distinct personality. I enjoyed the homely atmosphere and viewed Jorrvaskr as a great base of operations with safe storage. However, I believe the faction could have been more significantly enhanced by adding more dialogue, exploring the ancient history of the Companions, including deeper stories of the 500 Companions and tales of Ysgramor. Alright, Mr. Francois is a rookie at level 1. It is time to do some menial duties for the guild. Essentially, we have to complete 10 Radiant quests before we can start the next story mission. So he has spoken to Ayla and has got 3 quests from her. These are Animal Pelt Collection, Animal Extermination, and Unwanted Guest. Animal Pelt Collection is added by the mod At Your Own Pace. Other quests are from Menial. We now speak to Farkas to get 2 more quests.
We've gotten a letter about someone needing some muscle right here in Whiterun Hold. I don't know what the fight is about, and that's not our business anyway. I just need you to go out there, look tough, and scare this milk drinker into submission. No more than that. I don't want to hear about a killing, understand? Get to it then.
Excellent. We have 5 quests and it's time to rest now. It has been a long day, but Jorrvaskr is feeling good. He managed to join the Great Companions and has his own bed at Jorrvaskr. How exciting. Now, did you know that Jorrvaskr holds the distinction of being Whiterun's oldest structure? This fact is revealed in dialogue with Proventus Avenici, the Imperious Steward serving Jarl Balgruuf.
Ah, splendid. Our fine city has a proud history, and I'm happy to share what I know. The history of Whiterun begins with Jorrvaskr, the Hall of the Companions. For a long time, it was the only building on the mountain. As time passed, a thriving community sprang up around Jorrvaskr, as was common with mead halls. Today, Whiterun is the jewel of Skyrim. I can say without boast that it is the greatest city in all the holds.
If we read the book Songs of the Return, Volume 7, The Tale of Jorrvaskr, we learn about the origins of Whiterun.
Following the retaking of Sarthal, the 500 companions of Ysgramor parted ways, with the band of each ship setting out to conquer all of Skyrim from the snow elves who inhabited it. The first group to set out were the crew of Jorrvaskr, who arrived on the plains of Whiterun Hold. The scout Jonder the Tiny was the first to sight the great bird statue of the Skyforge, but the Nords were wary as the entirety of the Whiterun plains was uninhabited by elves. The band's elven captives looked at the statue with fear and claimed that it predated the elven habitation of Skyrim. The 22 members of the Jorrvaskr crew desired to possess the statue due to the elves' fear of it, and so they founded the Mead Hall of Jorrvaskr, built from the wooden hull of their ship at the foot of the Skyforge. In time, the city of Whiterun grew around the Mead Hall, and its founders became the modern mercenary band known as the Companions.
After praying and thanking Yefre, Jorrvaskr sleeps like a baby, knowing his work days begin tomorrow. So over the next month, Jorrvaskr will do menial tasks for the companions, like exterminating animals, clearing animal dens, hunting animal pelts, bringing citizens back in line, clearing out a troublesome bandit, rescuing a kidnapped citizen, and other such work. Here, he is running for his life from a dragon. He is a companion rookie, not a dragonborn.
Hiding will not save you.
This time some friendly giants save him. Phew. If you look at the MCM of At Your Own Pace, we have to do 10 Radiant quests before starting the next story mission, Proving Honor. It is time. Ayla and Farkas are impressed with the dedication of Jorrvaskr, and they ask him to speak to Vilkas. You have this new menu option here. I'm looking for some more difficult work.
I understand. Skjor was looking for you earlier. I don't know, but he sounded impatient.
I never thought they would actually let me join the Companions. But now it looks like they're letting anyone in these days.
I did. Your time, it seems, has come. Last week, a scholar came to us. He said he knew where we could find another fragment of Wuthrad. He seemed a fool to me, but if he's right, the honor of the Companions demand that we seek it out.
What do you mean?
This is a simple errand, but the time is right for it to be your trial. Carry yourself with honor, and you'll become a true companion. Ayla will be your shield sibling on this venture, whelp. She'll answer any questions you have. Try not to disappoint, or to get her killed.
So I'm told. Try and keep up.
So why did Skjor call this my trial?
I would hope that's obvious. Do well here, and you'll be a full member of the Companions. Fail, and it won't matter anyway.
What is Wuthrad?
It was the blade hefted by Ysgramor when he returned to drive the elves out of the old Skyrim. Without that axe, this whole land would be overrun still.
Okay, Ayla, I shall meet you at Dustman's Cane.
Don't delay, Shield Brother.
So, Jorrvaskr has to retrieve a fragment of Wuuthrad, the blade of Ysgramor, while Ayla judges his honor. Sounds like a challenging mission. Testman's Cane is a vanilla dungeon. While the dungeon was extremely linear, there were challenging moments, especially when fighting the Silver Hand. Their behavior was just like generic bandits. I wish they were given special attacks and resistances to differentiate them. But fighting the Silver Hand members at level 5 was not easy, as they were tanky, speedy, and I had to reload multiple times. We then see Ayla transforming into a werewolf and wiping out a horde of Silver Hand members within seconds. Jorrvaskr is shocked. So, Ayla killed all of these people using her bare arms? And she's a werewolf? Who are you? And are they all shapeshifters? Jorrvaskr was admitted to the guild without being informed of this beforehand. What the hell, Ayla? Are the companions werewolves?
Not all of us, just the members of the Circle. We shouldn't be talking about this anyway.
He is so confused, but it is time to finish the task at hand, so he works with her. Alright, after killing dozens of Silver Blood members, Jorrvaskr is at the altar where the fragment of Wuuthrad rests. Oh no, this is a trap.
There may be no enemy more. That it? I'll see you burn.
This happens when your health, magicka and stamina are in single digits with no potions in your inventory. Alright, they made it. All the Draugrs are slaughtered. What an ordeal. The job is done. It's time to head back to Jorrvaskr. Back at Whiterun, we speak to Vilkas, who wants Jorrvaskr to meet Jorrvaskr and others. In the Vaila questline, we have no option but to follow him for the mini initiation ceremony. With the At Your Own Pace mod, you have a new role-playing option to tell Vilkas about knowing the secret of the companions. The player character can then tell him that they are not interested in joining the companions.
I understand.
I've heard you may actually be stronger than you look. Perhaps we can hunt together.
And that completes the quest. Completing the quest Proving Honor marks a significant point where your character is free to leave the Companions faction. While the Radiant quests remain available if you wish to continue, you are no longer obligated to engage with the guild after this point. I like this roleplay option to get out at a perfect point so that your character is not forced to take part in the initiation ceremony. If your character opts to continue working for the Companions, you can carry on as usual by taking part in the ceremony. We then chat with Kodlak, who wishes to be cured of lycanthropy.
I see you've been allowed to know some secrets before your appointed time. No matter. Yes, it's true. Not every companion, though. Only members of the Circle all share the blood of the beast. Some take to it more than others. Well, I grow old. My mind turns towards the horizon, to Sovngarde. I worry that Shor won't call an animal to glory as he would a true Nord warrior. Living as beasts draws our souls closer to the Daedric Lord Hircine. Some may prefer an eternity in his hunting grounds, but I crave the fellowship of Sovngarde.
Proving Honor was a fun quest. While I was disappointed with the linear dungeon and generic enemies, there was one big surprise with Ayla, and getting locked in a room filled with Draugr was memorable. I did not like how the Vaila quest railroaded you into attending the initiation ceremony. The At Your Own Pace mod adds a dialogue option to back out at this point, which was cool. We are back, and Jorrvaskr has more than 7,000 gold made from working on these Radiant quests and selling enchanted weapons. It's time to talk to Vilkas for the next story mission.
What brings you to me? Find some strange creature in your travels?
Again, we choose the I am looking for some more difficult work dialogue option.
I understand. Skjor was looking for you before. Talk to him before doing anything else.
Okay, let's talk to Skjor.
Ah, there you are. Yes, I have something a little different planned this time. But it's not for everyone to hear. Meet me in the Underforge tonight. We will speak more.
As you can see, we have a new dialogue option here. If this is about becoming a werewolf, I refuse.
I understand. Aela will be your shield sibling on this venture. Until next time.
I like this option. You are informing Skjor that you won't partake in any such ritual. In Vanilla Skyrim, we are forced to visit the Underforge, where we encounter Aela in her lycanthropic form. We are then forced to acquire the beast form power. All of that can be avoided because of that new dialogue option, which is incredible.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
It is amazing how in Vanilla we have no choice. Either Bethesda does not care about role-playing, or they are too lazy to code alternate branches. Absolutely pathetic, really. And yes, Skyrim Reputation is another awesome mod that will always be in my load order. We get letters like this as you do the Vanilla faction quest lines, and I love it. Let's talk to Aela now. As you can see, she is not in her beast form.
Yes? The Silver Hand have taken over the old fort at Gallows Rock. They always make such easy prey. I'll take my leave then.
In the Myla questline, where you had no choice, you wake up outside the Underforge as a werewolf, and you find all of Whiterun's residents hostile to you. If you head into the streets, citizens will flee and guards will attack you. All of that nonsense is avoided because of your choice. See, one simple dialogue option made a huge difference. I love this mod At Your Own Pace. If you take a look at the quest journal, you have the correct quest stages based on our choice. We don't have the Myla steps like enter the Underforge, participate in the blood ritual. We avoided all of that. Wonderful stuff. Okay, let's head to Gallows Rock now.
Look at this. Cowards must have locked the place down after Skjor charged in. You can taste the fear.
So we enter Gallows Rock, kill some Silverhand bandits while Aela makes some comments.
Come on, let's see what you made.
Take that, bastard!
Trespass! Kill them! Kill them! Just die!
There's a dead one, isn't there? Thought so. Nobody we know by the smell. Some can't separate the animal from themselves. Go feral. This poor sod could have been anyone. We should keep moving. Nothing we can do for these ones now. Don't even want to think about what those cretins did to them before they died.
Someone there? Maybe someone there? I'll have you. Victory is yours.
yours! I submit!
I'll kill you if I have
After killing more brainless Silverhand fodder, we reach the boss room where Ayla warns us about the Silverhand leader, Krev the Skinner.
to. We're getting close now. Be careful. Their leader is a tricky one. They call him the Skinner. I don't think I need to tell you why.
Okay, duly noted, Ayla, you disgusting creature. After some struggle, we kill Krev and wipe out the Silverhand, and then talk to Ayla. And that completes the quest.
I cannot best you!
Get out of here. I'm going to make sure we got the last of them, and see if there's any information to be gotten from the bodies. You and I have work to do. The Silver Hand will tremble at our sight.
After the quest is complete, we can chat with Ayla, and as you can see, we have few dialogue options here. Also, the mod At Your Own Pace gives you another option to become a werewolf at this point. Very cool. The Vaila Silverhand quest is an extremely disappointing quest with zero roleplay options. We have no choice but to become a werewolf, and we have to slaughter the Silverhands, and there are no options to have a discussion with them or join them. Also, Gallows Rock was a boring dungeon with boring enemies. The At Your Own Pace mod gives you the choice to not become a werewolf, and we avoid all the post-werewolf nonsense that happens in the Vaila quest. So it gets bonus points.
Until next time.
Alright guys, we have come to the end of this video. In this part, we joined the companions and showcased the following main story quests. We also documented all the role-playing options added by the mod At Your Own Pace. In part 2, we focus on the remaining quests. What do you think about the options added by the mod and the companion quests we discussed today? Do share your thoughts in the comments and make sure you check out the next part. If you're still here, I appreciate you and thank you all for watching, and may the divines guard and keep you.